somebody pray for us so that we can start off immediately. We have a lot to do today because today will be the last one before the master class. We have to cover some things since we're not holding the meeting by God's grace next Saturday. Let somebody quickly pray for us. Yeah.
Let us pray. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Ar-Rahmanir-Rahim. Maliki Yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdina siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladzina an'amta alaihim. Ghayril maghdubi alaihim waladdallin. Amen.
Amen.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Yeah. God bless you all. Yes. Today, as usual, you know that this market in the last 2 weeks now have been very dicey. So please, let's mute ourselves. Please, I don't want any distraction. Please, let's off our mics. Please. It's very important. As I was saying, the last 2 trading weeks, the market have been very dicey, and also investors and the market, I will see a lot of panic activities. Well, I believe most of us in this class won't panic with the market because you know the right thing to do at the right time. We know where we are. We know what is happening at this season. That means if you know what is happening, you don't need to move with the crowd. Rather, you take position based on information and based on what we have discussed in this class, and on what you have learned also in the process. For me, the market, on Thursday and Friday, really perform or kind of trend the pattern I expected personally as an analyst and also as a trader. Now, if you remember during the week, our weekly update, daily update, I wrote on Wednesday that market is expected to turn up on Thursday and Friday, and it play out in that direction. Just as I said that once market break out, at 8,906.01, that with what an improved volume. I saw that the volume that came on Friday highly supported by that of First Bank, which is a FBNH. Market had a good volume. It's a sign that market is going somewhere. And also the strategy of buy deep or buy on a pullback is still very active in our market as we speak now. Because I saw what happened on Friday. Most of on Friday, had that move that I saw many of them touching, the lowest low for intraday low for that Friday. But that seems most of those stocks also rebounded. It tells you that our investors, our traders are becoming more knowledgeable that they took advantage of those pullback to buy into their position. When most people in our team, especially in this platform, were calling me, see UB at 7, I say buy. Buy, empty assets, I say buy. Before we know it, assets that was selling around 8 naira 60 kobo, 8.55, bounce back to close at 8 naira 95 kobo. It tells you that the buying at deep or at the pullback at any time remain a strategy for designing investor so that they will take advantage of the market. Yes, sorry, let's go back to our normal chart discussion because that is the only way to take understand what is happening in the market. Yes, if you look at the daily chart, which I've just displayed here now, if you can see the chart on display, you will know actually that the market is really on a serious rebound. And on a daily chart, we have seen that the market has confirmed the rebound because they have broken out the 38,906.08 on improved volume as expected. That is on a daily time frame or daily chart, we have seen a reversal already. But the weekly chart is still lagging, does not confirm the breakout, which also the monthly is still in red. But I believe that as we're entering into the last trading week of the month, knowing that Friday is public holiday, that means Thursday will be the last trading day, we expect that activities in that also will improve the market. And also don't forget that we said that liquidity is a major fundamental in any market of the world. We saw a little improvement in the liquidity on a daily chart, while weekly is here to confirm the liquidity. And why I say it is very strong fundamental is that I wrote again that oil price may propel or trigger market rebound. Which, if you look at the market globally, you can see that the new oil price as generally is also impacting the market, despite what is happening in China. It's trying to slow, kind of bring a missed performance in most of the matured market. See, most of those stocks in market, most of those market in market closed positive for the week, while some were still on a mistrend. For me, what is happening in China will also be a plus to our market. Now that many crystal futures in China has been kind of recognized as illegal transaction and all those stuff. For me, I believe it will be a plus for global equity market and other investment window. That suggests that for you and I that is equity market here in Nigeria, see that we are seeing that our economy is still looking up, in up direction with what we're seeing in terms of GDP numbers and all. We expect that we expect to see that most of the companies that are not doing well are expected to remain in that direction. If that happens, as we're looking forward to Q3 number, we expect that you as an investor should know where you be to attend now. Like me, I know the kind of stocks we're already picking for those that are going to attend the masterclass, because we have seen where the economy is going and where many of these sectors are heading to. On that note, we are preparing a kind of a robust pick for them that will take them to where they are going in the last quarter of the year. That means if you are not registered, I think you do yourself good to do that between now and on Friday. I think Friday is the last day for registration. But what means that the market is showing us where it's going already. On that note, we don't need to panic in this manner. All we don't need to do is to just focus on most of the stocks we are positioned and stay in there, because we know what we are waiting for. Now that the quarter end is around the corner. And don't forget, we have said this year severally in this platform that when it is end of the month and end of the quarter, they are two different things. End of the month, you can just do little redressing. It might not move the market up. But when it comes to end of the quarter, most of these big fund managers, they manage big portfolio that they give account or kind of reconcile their position every end of the quarter, and they earn money. That's where they pay them for their commission, because it's a quarterly thing. And that means they will not like the market to close down, because it's going to affect their own position. That is why you see window dressing. It's not only here in Nigeria that window dressing is done at the end of the quarter. It's all over the world. It's part of the seasonality or timing in the market that we, technical analysis always put in place. That's why I say in technical analysis, price, volume, and time are key, because that timing is there. You need to know particular what to happen ahead so that you can position to know. That means as we're entering the last week of the month, which is the end of the quarter and end of the month, we'll see that activities playing out again. Window dressing will come in any form, is going to come ahead of Q3 number, and Q3 number will start from October. And in our market, there are what we call the early filers. These early filers are likely to be in the market before the end of second week of the month of October. That is for the early filers. Before you now see normal results coming around around third week and the last week. Especially, you see large number of companies in their number on the last week of that month, which is the last week of October. But for you as investor or trader, you don't need to wait for number. That is why those that have how to invest with any season, our video, they've all approached them because they know how to use any season to make money. That is why even our master class also, you see that we do it quarterly. If you know why, you are positioned for 90 days in position, that's how to position ahead of things. If you position ahead of those figures, you will buy at a lower price to expect that when the rally will come. That's for traders, but for investors that are looking for fundamental, once you are seeing a company that give you a trend, an uptrend in terms of earnings looking up, it's an also eye opener to know where to start putting your tent as an investor, because no company will give you what they don't have. If a company numbers is looking up, it's going to support the price, it's going to support also the payout of that company. That's why you see stock like Vitafoam, stock like UCAP, stock like Assets, we are seeing good numbers now. They have potential that is supporting them, and they have potential to go up. For me, a pullback, especially in UCAP and Access Bank, is a plus for investor, and which I'm happy that most of us in this forum that call me, we took advantage of this pullback and position, especially in UBA too. Any pullback we see in a company that you are seeing numbers are becoming positive and stronger, in no time, whether in a short run or long run, market will respect that company, because earnings is what supports price in terms of fundamental, while volume also support no price in terms of what technical. You need to know how to combine it. That's why when I saw the volume of activities in First Bank yesterday, I have to dig deep into technical analysis, also ask questions to know. But the good thing is that movement in First Bank, I will tell you, we need to wait and confirm. Technically, it shows a green bar, which is a buy, but the price do not change. And money flow to that stock drop from as high as 60 to around 20. That means something has happened because it was not a transaction done on the on the platform and payment was there. That is a cross deal. That's why we need to wait. And because the price did not change. And also don't forget that since they had issue in First Bank, their price has remained a bit stable. It has not moved up, not gone down. Tells that people are still watching in that stock. Now we are seeing this strategy, which is also an insight that people are having interest in First Bank. If you are there, you watch. But for me, if you have to wait in First Bank, you have to also wait with time and also watch your eyes and open your eyes, sorry, and see the same. Because this company, First Bank, I'm not expecting a dividend growth that will be attractive to support the price. And also the third quarter number will give us more insight what is happening. Because as at first quarter and second quarter of First Bank, their prices, their earnings or their results are not, for me, are the worst in that Fuga combined, the top 5 banks. For that, we have to be very careful. Like one person was telling me that it's possible that there are some people that want to take interest ahead of position, whether we are looking for chairman when CPN finally take away the new management now and elect another one to come in and take and manage the bank. But for me, let us keep our fingers crossed in terms of activities in First Bank and FBN Holding, so that we know what we are doing. But the volume that we saw is an eye opener, which also we're already starting to find out. But in terms of technical, I will tell you that stock is quiet. It has been on a resistance. It is not going up, not going down, just on a flat move for a while. For that, you have to be very careful. But seeing this volume, it's an eye opener for us to look at it and see. But what will support anything, the payment of dividend or capital appreciation, is what we are going to consider in First Bank as we speak now. That is why, for me, when I saw that volume that supported the volume for the market for the day and for the week, it's a good one. But let's see how it goes. Yes, if you look at this, our chart here now, a chart that is on display now. I want to quickly explain the chart before we move on to weekly and monthly, then question and answer. I said earlier that on a daily chart, that the market has confirmed a reversal because it has broken out at 8,906.808, as forecasted in our write-off during the week, which is good. But if you look at this candlestick here, you can see that after 3 days of pullback, the market reversed marginally on Thursday before we now saw this bullish engulfing. You can see that it almost cover all the days that market was pulling back. This single 0.2% gain on Friday almost cover it. It tells you that this is an engulfing, bullish engulfing candle for me, which is good that market is trying to find direction and move in the right way, which is expected, knowing that we are coming closer to the end of the quarter and end of the to usher us into the last quarter of the year. For me, it's a good one. But one good thing that you have to also consider here that even when market was trying to pull back in these days, the volume that was bringing the market down was so small, it was very, very little. We are seeing 155 million shares traded, 184 million shares, a market that will see most time minimum of 200, 300, at times 500 million a day. Not seeing it, I tell you that most of the players in the market, both institutional investors, retail, and all, are still understanding the figure they saw in terms of economic data, and also the happening globally and what is also going to unfold in our own economy, especially when they want to listen to the economic managers, their body movement statement, to know where they are going. But for me, from the last MPC meeting and the last PT, what's it called, Treasury ratio, Treasury rate we saw, and also now that crude oil price is also heading to $80, it's plus for the market, because I see that if the crude oil price is heading to $80, you and I should not panic, because most of even the remaining foreign investors that are in our market, don't be panicking to exit now. Not saying that the crude oil also go back. And also don't forget that Access Bank has successfully raised fund, Eurobond successfully international, and also as a nation we are trying to do the same thing. Once our forex reserve is short up, it's going to be also another attraction, knowing that most of the equities in our market are cheaper compared to every other African country and the world. For that, I see things unfolding better for us, even towards the end of the year, the last quarter of the year, and early 2022. That's why it's a pre-election year. We see that before the election hit start, the market was also likely to look up, depending on event that is going to unfold between now and end of the year. For me, the market is still on the course, looking the way we expected. Market have not changed the direction that we should start panicking, but rather it's maintaining that uptrend that you and I are looking at. I said earlier, if we look at this place, let me draw a line here to make it easier. for us that if you come to this point now, you can see that this resistance level, okay, the down one here. Let me take it down here one. So down one here. Is also forming as a that one here is forming as what as a support level for this this resistance here, sorry, has become a support level for the market now. Then the market is resisting to go below what 38,000 index. It tells you that there is some factors that are still a positive for the market. As I said, liquidity is looking up on a weekly weekly time frame. It tells you that this one we're seeing here, this chart has given us an idea where the market is going. That means you and I should not panic at all. Let me quickly go to the other chart so that we make it more clearer. Let's quickly go to that chart. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Looking at this chart here, you see the way it is here now. This is a white background. That's why I say let me come here so that you can see it clearly. You see that the market here is already, this is a strong support level. Let me bring this line here. Yeah. Correct. See that this place that turned what a strong, this is a resistance level now turning what a strong support level. Say that the market is not coming to go break out this, this level down. It's a good thing for the market. If market maintain this uptrend on a daily chart, because I tell you, daily chart is most volatile chart that give you, instant decision, insight to decision what is happening in the market. So you have seen that on the daily chart, market is already turning up. It tells you that weekly will follow very soon, and I assure you weekly will follow very soon, especially if you enter into the last trading week of the month. I see weekly also following in that direction. That means you and I should not panic. You can see now that this place has turned a strong support level, a resistant turning support level, and here you can see this the market resisting to go down. And this also is an engulfing bullish engulfing candle that's also taking care of the market decline from Monday till Wednesday. You can see that is why market gain marginally 0.5 for the week, because it opened at 8,943.87 and closed at 8,962.28. That's the market gain marginally on what? On a positive breadth. That the breadth was up by almost 28 against 26. That means we have a more gainers than what losers for the week. It's a plus for the market, and volume was up from 856.29 million to 1.29 billion share traded for the period for the week. It's a good one for me. You can see that the market on a weekly chart now is stable, that reversed up, which I told you earlier that we are waiting to confirm the same thing on a weekly chart, and that's why I'm bringing up this weekly chart now so that you can see. Yes, if you look at this weekly chart, I can see that market has what we call a hammer. This hammer is a bullish candle, a bullish reversal candle. It tells you that market on the weekly chart that's already set to reverse. You see, it resisted the same pattern here, but now it become a clearer, hammer, candle here. The market said, I'm not going down again. That turn up on the weekly chart, confirming what we have seen in the last 2 trading days of the week, Thursday and Friday. And Friday being the last day, you see, and an uptrend, a positive market of 0.20 for that day. Now, this candlestick has confirmed that the market is good. You can see that it has confirmed it on a good volume. You can look at this volume that is down here. It's a good volume compared to the volume that we saw the previous week. This volume is looking up. I told you when market is looking up on a good volume, it tells you that confidence is coming back on the market. Yes, for the technical, in these indicators we use for analysis, I will tell you on a weekly chart, the market is having a 100% buy sentiment. 100% buy sentiment. ADF is above 20 points, and money flow is also on a weekly chart is about 56.22. Who tell you that the money flow on a weekly chart is still not that above 50? Why for that of daily have moved from 17 point something to around 32.2? Tells you that the market is gradually coming back, and I expect that this fund will come back because when the institutional investors start seeing the numbers that's expected in Q3, put a smart investors also traded their position ahead of that number. When the PFAs, all those big fund managers see those numbers, they will have to kind of adjust their portfolio because most of the stocks on the exchange has a good yield, and those yield is even above the return they will see in any of the fixed income market in a year, and they can do that in less than 6 months. For me, I see once they start seeing that third quarter result, there will be a change of flow of fund into the market, and that fund will also find its way to the market. Good thing is that CBN do not adjust any rate in terms of their MPR. That means funds remain relatively cheap, and it will come back to what? To equity. And also, as they continue to also intervene in different sectors, it has a way of trickling down to the to equity market. Don't forget that there are some sectors that this government, especially CBN, is giving us proper attention, making funds available, having access to cheap funds. That cheap fund will also impact activities in that sector. And we say it again, don't forget that because of this forest issue, there are some industry or sectors or companies that will be hit free. This thing will not hit the activities. It means that their numbers will be better than others in that sector or circle where they need to import most of their raw material. They need to import those of things. Now, as an investor or trader, you take attention to those industry sectors or companies that depend less on imported things, because their cost of activity that are going to impact on their bottom line will be relatively stable, and that will they will have produced a better number that support their payment in terms of dividend, because most of the investors in the market today, they depend on dividend, and that is how to for the long-term investor, is dividend or bonus they depend. But for traders like you and I, we look at capital appreciation, but information of the dividend, information of better earnings will support you and I as a trader. That's why anytime as a trader, you trade information, you trade with your technicals, you trade with all that is happening in the market, looking at the volume, looking at the price, looking at the timing as a trader using a technical analysis. That is why any trader you see is always active in the market. You want to know why things are happening. Like yesterday, when something happened in the first bank, I was asking questions, they were even calling me to find out, because we're a trader, you need to see how to take advantage of what has happened in that volume that traded. You know that it is when the same volume came to Honeywell that changed the face of Honeywell till today. But that Honeywell, if you go back and analyze that Honeywell, that same day, Honeywell spent that volume, the price gained maximum that day, and there was inflow. But in terms of first bank, the price remained flat, and money flow for that day was on the downside. Still, we have the 100% buy for that day, but the money flow index is still looking down. But that of Honeywell was looking up on that day, and price changed. But for First Bank, with all that good volume traded, price remained flat. That's why I say we need to also look more on that First Bank as we enter into the last week of the month. For that, for me, there is no issue. Rather, let's just keep our finger crossed and hold on to what is happening in the market. I tell you that the illegal pronunciation of cryptocurrency in China will be a plus for the market. The improving liquidity we are seeing gradually from coming back to the market as you see activities in MTN. You saw what happened in MTN during the week. Tell you that because of the bond, they just want to raise again. People already taking advantage to buy into their stock, because before they are going more for bond, that means they need to do more investment in Nigeria, who's going to also support their bottom line. Don't forget that MTN, they became a listed company. The two results that come from first quarter and second quarter have been the best result over from MTN. That means people are also calculating ahead what they're going to see in MTN. That's why I see that kind of volume. That's why this volume is also within the institutional investor locally. It tells you that they also target that MTN being one of this kind of defensive stock. The sector where it's operating now is one of the hottest sector globally and even locally here, because of the nature of their services. For me, you and I should just look at where to put our money now. We should not panic, because the market is still strong, very, very strong, and in order to support our investment objective, differently both for trader and for investor, the market is still good for us to go. Then we don't need to panic at all. Rather, we take advantage of information as being shared here to support the market. That's what we need now. Thank you, and God bless you all. Yeah. Hello.
Hello, Ambrose. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Time for question.
Thank you very.
Question.
Yeah, thank you very much for the insight information.
Thank you very much.
Okay, let me just add. I was even thinking that they will be opening the Euro bond on Monday, but one of the news line I subscribed to, I got an update that Euro bond was even open this week. Okay. It was oversubscribed by about 300%, because the federal government wanted to raise $3 billion euro. They ended up raising 4 billion euro in that market, and it was oversubscribed to the tune of 12 billion euro. So I think they have to now return money to the subscribers. But my concern was that they are not interested in coming to invest in Nigeria, but they are interested in buying into a kind of borrowing to the government. That's a big concern in that area, because borrowing means that you must pay whether you like it or not.
Yes, now.
And like what you said concerning the issue of crude oil, yes, I saw the news about crude oil selling for about $77 per barrel, and some analysts are saying that it may get to 84 before the end of the year, which is a good news to us in one way in terms of revenue for the government, but the bad news concerning the area of refined products, because obviously we don't know what the position will be concerning the price
on the local price. Yes, so on the local price.
Yes. So it's a double-edged sword, because in Kenya they just increased petrol price. So now concerning the stock market, there's a particular statement you made that sell in May and buy in October. Okay. So now, because yes, in the issue of the market right now, because the market this week has been just the up and down. My concern there is the area of this FTN cocoa. Me and Baker, I don't understand what is going on in that man, me and Baker, because for my Deco, all of a sudden just disappear in the market. I looked at Famadeco on Thursday, it was not available yesterday, and the issue of me and Baker. So I want to find out, is it because Buhari was now speaking on the issue of vaccine, partnering with companies that are, campaigning in the United Nations, where he presented a statement with the help of Kojo Iweala that the vaccine company should come out and be manufacturing and partnering with Nigeria. I don't understand. So that's for the pharmaceutical company. So I would like you to really react in that area. Then the issue of Honeywell, what is the status? I don't understand. So please, I just want you to look at all these things holistically. Thank you.
Okay. I will take it one by one. No, I'll start from the Europe bond. You will see that, as you just said, they will be interested in bonus money because they know that you will have capacity of paying, but the capacity is our own detriment because the cost of servicing debt in Nigeria is high. That means we need to devote more of our money to pay the service debt than to do infrastructure to make things better for us here. That is why most of us is on the page that if they are borrowing from Europe, then borrowing from local market, I think the government is also going to do what we call a cost management. They might not borrow again from the local market on a high rate again. For example, I said in most of my video that if they are borrowing before Nigeria here around 7%, they might have to do it around 5%. And that also most of the institutional players or might also look that there's another opportunity for them. But those that are risk averse can still also look the way of the bond. But that will also make funds more available for us in equity market. Just like China saying that the cryptocurrency is illegal. It's going also to make funds available for their own equity market. Funds that were channeling into that kind of investment, when those will come back to the market. For me, it's a plus for us. But what happened in assets, you also open your eyes. It tells you that these foreigners or white people, they have interest in the market. They know that our economy will have potential. For assets to roll out just almost 500 million bond and dollar, and they see that it was oversubscribed. It tells that they have confidence in that bank. Also, they know that as oil price is going up, yes, we'll have source of paying back, but on our own detriment because we need to service them before we can take off ourselves. But it tells you that it's a two-way thing that we need to balance as investor. Fine, we'll be looking at, yes, dollars, crude oil price is going up, which locally, most of the local companies that are into marketing of oil and gas, also people are looking in that direction because if oil continues to go up in the international market, the possibility that they want to adjust another pump price here before end of the year or before end of the year or the beginning of next year is high. And that means for those that are marketers here, they have opportunity of making money. I told you earlier that what they have in stock, because when the new price is announced, they sell in that new price with what they have on ground. That is why I see the numbers of companies into oil and gas sector marketing in our market. See that the numbers are looking up, especially that Q2 look up because all this while first quarter, I think that there was kind of a price adjustment in pump price of fuel. That alone also goes to be another. That's why we want to also look at that direction. But for Madeco and me and Baker, I will tell you that me and Baker is a more stable stock. While Madeco was seeing prospects in that company, looking at what is happening around the sector, know that government is intervening in that sector in terms of to make sure that we are set and ready to handle this coronavirus issue. You know what I mean? And most of the ministers across the government should also take up themselves within the nation, apart from our president that is driving out. That's that they want to look towards that health sector. And I said on this program several that the governance forum of this nation, they've met severally, and they all encourage government, even Ngozi Iweala also have encouraged that we should look inward and encourage our local health sector to start producing the vaccine. If that is going to happen, don't forget that before now they borrowed about what's it called in Africa International Monetary Fund has approved about 12 billion for the sector, and CBN has also injected about 103 billion in that sector. It says that if all these funds are coming to that sector, we have to expect activities to improve. That activity improving is what people are already keying in ahead. And when you look at stock like Pharmadeco, the share in issue there is small, and the shareholding structure is not as loose as others. And you see that they are gradually coming out of their wool. For me, people are seeing potential in that company. That means for investors, it's for you to sit down and see what is likely to happen in that company and position. But for stock like me and Baker, don't forget that me and Baker before now has entered agreement with the federal government. They had the facility to produce vaccine. That means if the vaccine is kicking off any moment from now, stock like me and Baker will benefit more. Me and Baker are fixing because they have the facility to go into vaccine production already. If you kick up the you see activities in these two companies will improve dramatically, and that also reflects on their number. Because if your activity is improving, your number will confirm it, and it will support the price going to the future. For me, I see those ones as a sector to also consider. For FPN Kuku, there's a plan that they want to do right issue, and what they want to do right issue, people are taking advantage. You know that agricultural sector is having also government attention because that is the sector that is supporting our growth. If you look at the GDP that were released, you see what the agricultural sector contributed to that number. But that they are seeing opportunity in that sector that stock like Presco, Okumu, livestock, and FTL Cocoa, and see that this opportunity, and FTL Cocoa is selling below 1 naira. People are taking advantage of it at a low price. I would say the low price attraction and also the proposed right issue is what is supporting FTL Cocoa. For me, it's hard to invest. You don't need to panic. If you are in most of this stock, take position and wait, because I believe that the future is bright for us all in this market. But let us be guided with information. Don't just follow bad road. Let information guide you and know what you are doing part time. That's why I emphasize on your investment objective, your trading plans and goal. They are very key because it will guide you how to stay in a stock or how long to stay stock. Like I said earlier, that nothing stops you from having two portfolio. You must have portfolio for long term and portfolio for trading. For long term, if you are accumulating position, why do you want to trade? You go in and out and make money. That is how to trade for now. And there's no cause for alarm. Let's just keep our finger crossed and watch the market. I see that the last quarter of the year will do us good because we expect that activities will improve. Like Ole said, that I should just know that sell in May and come in October. That sell in May is probably happen in the matured market. Our own sell in May here has most times turned to be positive May, but October has remained a buying period for any market in the world, especially our home market. People take position ahead of end of the year. They come back looking at the third quarter number. That's why I said third quarter number is very key. It's very, very important for any trader, any investor, because it gives you an insight what's likely to happen at the end of the financial, because you have only just a quarter left. When you have seen what the company have done for first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, you can easily conclude what to see at the end of the year. Especially when you have the data that will guide you what the company have done for the previous years, you can easily from your data and know what. That's why every trader in the market, whether investor, reader, have to look at third quarter number when they are taking their decision. That is why Q3 number is very important. And I believe that if you come to the market and the beat expectation, as we've seen in the previous quarter, that will add another momentum to the market. That means this pullback we're seeing, like I said earlier, pullback or buying deep remain a strategy that is still working. When you see opportunity that market pullback, take advantage of that pullback and up your game by accumulating your position, especially if that company that you are, what attracted you remain intact and they are going ahead in terms of numbers, and also you can see that the sector is having attention. That's how to invest. There's no cause for alarm. The market is still very healthy for us. Hello. Yeah. Hello.
Hi.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. Are you okay, sir? Yeah. Yeah, more question.
You also talk about Honeywell, Ambrose. You have not reacted to that.
Okay, Honeywell. Oh, okay, sorry.
Yes.
Yeah, Honeywell, for me, Honeywell is still, having a strong momentum, despite the pullback, we just saw in the last 2 days. But the stock still has the momentum to go up because, their second quarter earnings expectation is around the corner. You saw what they did in first quarter, and also the information that brought the stock to where it is, that brought out that volume that was sold. I said it's whether the market is that volume has not gone out of the market. Says that the momentum is still high, but that pull back because people are taking profit from their investment, and it's expected when we have made 50%, 40%, we are about to take profit depending on your investment objective. But for those that are buying even at 4 naira, at 380, you are not buying to sell tomorrow. You want also to move ahead to go around the either 420, 450 before you come out. Yes, information that brought the stock to that level is still intact. For me, I would advise if you are there, still hold your position to see, because I believe things will soon mature. That's why their AGM is supposed to be held on the 23rd of September. I think now they move it to around October, and that is that if they move the AGM October, they also send a signal that they might likely be discussing to perfect their discussion. Market sentiment and ESA will continue to come here and there. But as an investor, let your investment go guide you. Don't be greedy. If you have made money in the stock, I won't stop you from not taking your profit. But if you are buying now, that will take also watch. If you see stock like Owando too, Owando has even gone as low as almost 4 naira, 4 kobo, 4 kobo, or 407. Today it's also bouncing back. It's market sentiment that is moving it. So you watch. If you have made your profit in Honeywell, take your profit. If you want to still buy now, nothing stop you buying, because the future is still bright for the company. One, the sector where they're operating, and the figures we are seeing, their last 2021 March, ended March was positive. First quarter was positive. Also, we're expecting their second quarter in October. For me, let's just keep our finger crossed in Honeywell, because it still has potential to go higher. And if the discussion as it's going also come out quickly, that would also be a better news that will also move the stock faster. Hello, are you okay?
Hello.
Yeah, okay, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
Hello, Ambrose, a quick one, please.
Okay.
Can you just react to the issue of Okomo? Because I saw yesterday Okomo gained some, I think 4 or 5% on the market. UPDC, we are not even seeing any activity in that place. I don't know. I think for now, maybe they are not looking at it.
UPDC. UPDC. That means you are not in this market. UPDC, the attention has been on. UPDC have touched almost as 189 kobo again, come down to 184. There's activity in that UPDC since last week.
The question is just fluctuating between 180, 190 or so.
That's it now.
And Okomo Oil also is, currently I just saw the price, going up in the market. And I don't know what is the factor responsible for that. Same thing with transport.
Yeah, for Okomo Oil, I've said it, when I was analyzing the FTM Cocoa, that the sector as Okomo is operating, Presco, livestock, it's a sector that investors want to expect, because they are the sector that even supported the GDP, and their prices are low. And you don't forget that Okomo and Presco, they don't miss their dividend, they come regularly, and those stocks are a form of defensive stock for many investors, even to non-investors. For that, people want to take advantage of their price, and also the numbers they're expecting. For a company to forecast about a better earnings in third quarter, people have to look at those forecasts and start keying in before the numbers start hitting the market. For me, Okomo going up is not surprised, it's expected. That means you have to look at Presco, look at livestock, and look at this FTM Cocoa. The one your investment objective will guide you to enter. Go ahead and position, because numbers from that sector will be positive going into the future. Yeah.
Okay.
Don't forget that in stock like all those oil companies, consumption of oil because of industrial use has increased, and also go and check the price of oil in the market. Because of the people are being careful of adulterated oil, people are trying to go those stores where they can get original oil, which that Okomo, Presco, that is their major business. I see that their numbers will be better going to the future, because in the last 2 months now, from August to today, that the price of palm oil has increased tremendously. That's going to reflect on the top line or bottom line of these companies, when they are test for that come. People are already reasoning in that direction, and they're in position ahead already.
Okay, hello, Mr. Ambrose.
Okay, sir.
Hello. Please, can you speak on Cutis and MPF, microfinance?
Okay. Yeah, for me, Cutis, like I said earlier, Kutis is also expanding because they acquire one company of recent. And you know that in Nigeria, they're also in the industrial sector. People are seeing their cables as one of the best cable. But for you and I as an investor, when a company gives 1-for-1 bonus, automatically you have created additional share. That means you need to double your performance in terms of figures, in terms of number, to support that price. I know that after they've marked down over them, they have enlarged share in issue. That will slow down even their payout or their EPS. But if their numbers, their performance, now they've acquired another company, can double up with the 1-for-1 bonus they give and be able to produce a better number, Kutis is a stock to buy because when you are into industrial service, that people need, especially you can see that the movement here and the people need wire for different reasons. That means that cable, the market where they are taking control is a plus for them. But we have to watch their share in issue because now that increased, it's going to work that kind of dilute their numbers, their earnings, going to the future until able to come up. But for police microfinance, I will tell you, in terms of dividend yield, it's one of the best dividend yield in one of the lowest cap stock. I will advise if you are there just for your position. They just concluded their right issue. I see that when their numbers are coming, because before they did the right issue, I know that company, they would have planned where to invest that money. For that, we expect a better performance going to the future with their right issue. Their own is right issue, not bonus. They can manage their own. That means you can still hold on if you are there. If you want to take advantage of the pullback in the price, buy now because you're going to also see a better dividend at the end of the year. That's why the increase in share, because if their numbers look up and able to accommodate it, they can still pay you dividend that will support you very well in terms of dividend yield. For that, I see potential in that too. But for Kutis, you have to be very careful. If you are there, you can sell off now and enter later when we start seeing numbers looking up for Kutis because 1-for-1 bonus is large, it will increase. Even though they have 1,000 share before, the market become 2,000 share. I mean, you have to double your performance. Then if you're having a 4 naira earning per share before, you have to make it 8 naira earning per share, which is not so easy in the market now. That means you need to work. That will also slow down the price after they adjust for the bonus and the dividend of 15 kobo they declare. Yeah. I have many hands up here. Gilo and Mr. Charles. Okay, can I know?
Good afternoon, Mr. Ambrose.
Yeah, good afternoon, sir.
Sir, please, I've not been seeing Massad on the daily price list of the exchange. What is going on? Okay. Massad is still doing their share reconstruction. They are on suspension now. Once they perfect their share reconstruction, they will be also related on the exchange. Once they are doing construction, they have to be on suspension. But I believe that they've sent the open account for most of their shareholders so that the new share will be reflected in their account. There's no problem. It's all because they are on technical suspension for their share reconstruction. Yeah. Thank you. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Mr. Charles, okay. Mr. Charles, okay. Any other question? Yeah.
Hello, Ambrose. Good afternoon.
Oh, good afternoon, sir.
Yes. Some weeks ago, Bank of America wrote that the oil price is likely to hit $100. Okay. Regarding this, what is the prospect regarding the upstream and the downstream industries in Nigeria, like the Oando, the corn oil, MRS, and the lights? So what do you think it will happen?
Thank you very much, sir. The report you just mentioned, I saw that report earlier, and even yesterday I was also online. I saw another report from this, what's the name of this? This another big research company in US saying that oil will hit 85, 90 before the end of October. That's what those were saying. But the good thing is that, like what Mr. Shrirak said, that this oil price rallying is a two-edged sword for Nigeria economy. We know that because one, as a rallying, it will make foreign investors to look most of the way of Nigeria because we are really an oil-independent company that country that any price increase in crude oil, they expect that it will reflect on our economy, and that will give us more kind of foreign reserve at the end of the day. But the good thing again is that when these prices are going up, it's going to affect our own local prices. And you know that in the oil sector or on the oil sector end of the market, we have two categories of companies operating there. Those are operating offshore and upstream. It tells you that anything that happens internationally will rub over the two. You see the recent kind of positive sentiment in Oando. is because of oil price, not because of Owando anything. Because Owando, as we speak now, what I would say is, I was thinking that with the issue they have with SEC, they should be born again now. I've not seen that sign of born again from them. Because if you are born again, after you have set the issue, you hold your AGM, you have feed the market with your quarter results for them to know where you are going. Till now, they are keeping quiet. And that is what they've been doing before now. Investors in Owando are investing not because of numbers, not because of the money they're having, it's because of what they are matching, what is happening in the international market to what is happening to oil, where Owando operates. See that there's value there. If at the end of the day, when they start releasing number, the numbers will reflect that, because what is happening in Steplat are showing that something is happening in that international market. It's also reflecting on Steplat numbers, because before Steplat turned to be paying their quarterly dividend, they know that yes, they are making money. Look at their result too. No, when it's a result that they have been in red for 2020, they come out of red in 2021. Tells you that what is improvement in oil price also reflecting them, which we know it should do more in Owando if they show us number. That's why I say activities in Owando is looking up. But for stock like RRS, as you just said, stock like Econ Oil and internal oil, no, it is this price increment in the local market when reflect on them, because most of us use those their product as something that is almost compulsory. You have to move, you need to buy. For even though they increase the price of fuel today, consumption will still remain what it is. It's only that it will drop a little. But those companies that are already have stock, they have stock already. They have the fuel at the old price. When they increase the price, you see that is why you see kind of a jump in their numbers. It's going to be a support for them too. That means if you want to invest, two things will guide you in that industry. If you are taking Owando because of you're expecting the momentum happening in the foreign investor or foreign market to fine, also look at the local ones. Which one are demonstrated strength before now? Then if you expect them to any hike in oil price in Nigeria, fuel price in Nigeria, it's going to better their number. You position in, because you don't wait to buy when you are seeing those positions. Now that we are seeing signs that will make that decision to happen, you start keying now until it happens. But when you key, you don't go and sleep. You key to this company and be watching, so that if what attracted you or what you've seen ahead is not again, you don't know how to come out easily. I see a good potential for oil set. Also, if you look at the oil index in our market, you can see that they've improved with little time we have seen now. Let us that people are seeing potential in that sector. That's why the little slowdown in the Steplat. The Steplat are recovered from almost 500 naira to almost 780 before they marked down for their last entry dividend. I see potential in that sector too. Let's just keep our finger crossed if you are already in the stock in the oil sector. Because whatever is happening in the international market is going to reflect on our local oil sector, whether downstream or upstream.
Okay, thank you, Ambrose. I don't know if Alaji Bufi is in the house. This Owando, it appears, not even it appears, no? They are in strong romance with the management of Owando, because Owando held their AGM in August. Given 3 months, by now we should be able to know or have feedback from them concerning their standing results. But nothing has been said, and NSC is not doing anything, and it's not helping us. So I don't know if Alaji is in the house, if we can shed more light on this.
Okay, if he's in the house, Alaji is in the house, he will respond to it. Yes, another question. I can see Mr. Charles again. His hand is up again. Okay.
Hello, Ambrose.
Yeah, sir. Yeah.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Thank you for all you have been doing. My question is on Colby. What's your take on it?
Colby. You see,
yes.
Colby, Charms, these are companies that are into technology, related business, which they need to strive at this point, because all over the world, technology companies are driving the whole market, the whole economic transformation. But come back here to our market. These companies are not transparent. Apart from only COVID, I will say that they paid 3 kobo something. For Charms, they are not transparent, and the numbers coming from Charms are not pointing to where they are going anywhere. If you are going to invest in this kind of stock, you have to be very careful so that you won't be trapped in them. Because most time, because their prices are low, when you enter, you will be the one that moves the price up. When you are going, you want to put the price down. You have to play them with carefulness. You want to play them with a kind of caution. That's what I mean. But for me, COVID has potential to go up, but where is it going is what I can't tell you now. But if you are playing that kind of stock, you have to be very careful to avoid being trapped in them. Especially Conway, and charms. You have to be very careful. For the life of FTN Cocoa, you can see that they've rallied up to almost 80 kobo. I can see that observation. But for these two, once they get to 30 kobo, I think 35 kobo, for that, they start coming down. Tell you that you have to be very careful so that the day you are buying to go up, when you want to sell, nobody is speaking for you. But for those that are playing little investors, small, you can see the ball. If you want to buy volume, I would say you should just be very careful so that you won't be trapped in such a position. Okay.
Hello, Ambrose.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, go ahead.
Please talk a little about Julius Berger and WAPCO. Julius Berger.
Yeah, yes. For me, the construction company or building material, if you are there as an investor, I would advise you should not panic out from your position, because even the government itself, they are all looking the war of infrastructure, and because also that we're having a infrastructural gap, even in accommodation, many private companies are going to low scheme accommodation. That means there will be consumption for all those related products like cement. But for Julius Berger, I'll tell you, Julius Berger is having more contract for different states and the federal government, even companies. That company has come to stay. Yes, the numbers at first quarter were not, but Q2 changed the face of the numbers we are seeing for that company. And I believe that their third quarter will give us more insight. If you are into the Lafarge and Julius Berger, I would advise pull your position there. Everything there is still intact. Unless when we see changes, we'll let you know. I will tell you, even for fundamentally and technical, they are still intact. Just hold your position in the two stock. Don't panic out.
Mr. Ambrose.
Yeah.
No, I'm considering buying. I'm considering buying.
To buttress your Julius Berger point, they are into agro processing now.
Yeah. Even they are kind of good for oil extraction too. They are possessing their license.
Yeah, they're into agro processing now, which will boost their results. I want to ask. I didn't know whether you talked about Mastard, but on my platform, they've done reconstruction, but the price has not changed.
No,
it's on the.
They will list the new price when they are listed up. I know that they are still crediting the account of their shareholders. Once they provide it, then the new price will come up.
The professors have to hear.
What's the prospects? What's the prospect of it going up?
It will go up because when they reduce their share in issue, their earnings, if they maintain a good earnings and improve it, the price will go up.
Yeah. Okay.
Hello.
Hello, sir. Go ahead, sir. Hello, go ahead, sir. Hello, go ahead. Okay, Mr. John, your hand is up. Yeah. Mr. John. Hello. Mr. John, your hand is up. Go ahead. Hello. Hello. Are we there? Hello. Hello.
Yes, we are hearing you.
Hello, we are here.
We are here.
Yeah, Mr. John, your hand is up. Your question. Okay, another question. Yeah.
Okay, Ambrose, going back to the analysis you presented.
Okay, sir.
And like you said, we are in the month end and quarter end.
Okay.
We saw what's happened in the market Thursday and Friday. The question is the party over, the window dressing, or will we still need confirmation between Monday and Tuesday to see if the market has really come back?
Okay, I like that question. The window dressing proper will be in the week we are entering from on the 28th, 29, and the 30. We'll have to see that week through because that is the proper end of the month. What we saw on Thursday and Friday is a reversal telling you pointing where we are going. But I believe that next week will tell us exactly. That means hold your position wherever you are. Watch. I think advantage of the pullback to buy. The one that I've seen, because what happened on Friday, then I open up to everybody. I see that on Friday, your cap dropped as low as 8 naira 42 kobo before it rebounded. Access Bank dropped as low as 8 naira 60 kobo before they banned it. Even then, when they marked down UBA, it dropped as low as 7 naira intraday and it bounced back. Something is happening in the market. That means gradually institutional investors are coming up. This kind of stock they buy. Look at the kind of stock I'm mentioning. It's the kind of stock institutional investors look at. And if they come back fully in the last quarter of the year, market will change face. And as I was saying, as I said earlier, if government borrowing from the local market, they start coming down. When I mean coming down, reducing their rate of borrowing, not the amount they're borrowing, kind of interest or kind of fee that will be on it. That will also attract to equity market because most of the stock dividend yield now is above 10%, which is above treasury bill for 364 days. No, I mean that those that are risk averse can still be looking that way, but those that want to manage their money and create wealth, who want where they can invest and beat inflation.
Yes, Mr. Ambrose. Please, thank you for your analysis. Hello.
Yeah, go ahead, sir.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes,
sir.
thank you for your analysis. Please, I want to speak on Africa Prudentials, please, because there are a lot of movement in that stock. Can one still buy that stock now?
Yes.
Prudentials.
Yes. I discussed. It was one of the stock we discussed last week. Now I say I know why I say you should buy. The price will still go up, even though you move from the price now to around 720. You have made more than 20%. You can still go high, go and buy. And also their third quarter number, if it comes and there's improvement, there will be more activities in the stock between now and end of the year. You know that their dividend is consistent, and for that, people that are dividend income investor will want to take position ahead of their final year. Once they just see what happened in their third quarter results, funds also be directed back to what Africa Prudential for dividend purpose. Yeah, but the numbers will determine the kind of fund that will come to that stock. Yeah.
Hello, sir.
Mr.
Good afternoon.
Hello,
Mr. Ambrose.
Yeah, good afternoon,
Mr.
sir.
Ambrose.
Yeah, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Yes, sir.
Please, what about Transcorp and Custodian? Transcorp and Custodian.
Yeah, Custodian, I think if you are following us on this platform, I've discussed on Custodian. I said a lot of things on Custodian about 2 weeks ago, that Custodian investment, as a way of improving their performance, and also they are consistent in dividend payout and full year is a plus for them. But now they diversify into other companies. That's why they're a holding company, even though they did not let you know. They do a lot of into insurance, investment, other things they do. On that note, Custodian for me has potential to go up. And now I told you that Custodian has about 58 or 56% of UPDC. UPDC price going up is for also a plus for them. That whatever happens in UPDC position is going to reflect on their own balance sheet because that's where they have made their investment. For me, that is why that stock is good. Whether you are buying UPDC or you are buying is good. But for Transcorp is into a service that is essential, utility. Now that we are seeing a better number in Transcorp. No, for me, if you're in Transcorp, you want to buy, go ahead and buy or hold your position. When they see the third quarter number of Transcorp, it will change the face. But they've not improved their payout. But if the numbers continue to look up at the end of the year, I don't expect them to pay another 1 kobo again. When they increase their payout again, it will change the face of Transcorp. But in terms of number, their Q1 and Q2 are strong and looking up. If they maintain that momentum and their Q3 look up again, I will tell you there will be kind of a positive sentiment that will drive that stock up. Don't forget that this same stock Transcorp have touched as high as 7 naira, 50 before coming down to this year. That means if they maintain these consistent numbers, what happened in the life of Vitafoam is likely to happen because all you need in any market is that when the company numbers is good, market will treat you well. When your numbers are good and it's consistent, their market is watching what is coming out from Transcorp. If they see that consistency improve their performance, their numbers, their earnings will go up, it will attract attention. I mean, if you are there, don't panic. If you're a long-term investor, for traders, you might make little money, 12%, 15% and come out. For those that are long-term investors, yes, their dividend payout is very low. 1 kobo is nothing, but you know what you are waiting for. At the long run, your smile can still hold on because their service, utility, anywhere in the world, you pay for it. Now that we are living at payment and all the stuff, I will see that activities start coming back to them. And government also paying them what they are owing them. It's a plus for the company. Transcorp.
Hello, Mr. Ambrose.
Yeah.
Hello, Mr. Ambrose. Good afternoon.
Okay, good afternoon.
Yeah, please, what's moving the price of NACO?
NACO, I discussed it in NACO again.
NACO has just increased, just overnight. The share that has been on 2 naira 50 kobo.
It's almost at 3 naira something now. NACO.
Taking my question, sir.
Yeah,
yes, 350 now.
Yeah, NACO is purely on the market sentiment and also return of what activities in the aviation industry. don't forget that when there was coronavirus, they were posting a negative number. They were worst hit because of the travel ban and here and there. But now that the vaccine has given a kind of confidence back again, globally driving recovery, the sector will bounce back. I'm seeing that expectation that people are keen ahead. And also, don't forget that Nakuye, they said there's another airline in either in Kenya or an African country where they also won a contract to do the same thing they are doing in Nigeria. That kind of thing is also supporting the momentum behind the NACU. For me, it's a good thing for us. Once we are seeing kind of movement in that sector, that means stock like Cavaton that are related in that business will also be, I think that once we are seeing improvement in that aviation, we see anywhere in the world, transportation is what drives the economy. If we are seeing improvement in that kind of sector, we're going to rub off on them. But their third quarter number will also give us more clue. But if you are there, you have made money in NACU, you can also take your profit and watch, or you sell half. Take your profit slowly if you have made money in NACU, because I believe they are going to the future. The more the global economy is recovering and confidence is coming back, the more better for aviation and hospitality industry. Thank you very much, sir. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Okay, Ambrose. Yeah. This one is not a question. What is the magic today? Your internet has really improved ahead of the master class on Saturday, weeks from today.
Okay. We are praying for improvement every time. We want to move forward.
Amen.
Yeah, since the internet today, because that means we will have a problem issue again of internet in our meeting again. Because we have to check. I think that they were installing internet in my house. You feel the installation. We have to check for the network. But now so that this one is a bit stable. Let's use it here to see. We are just testing it too. They just finished installation yesterday. So let me use the one they gave me to do today when I confirm. Now that we are confirming it, it's good for me. That is becoming stable now. I love that.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you, sir. That is good.
Let it continue till Saturday or next week.
No problem at all.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Yeah. Also, just a quick one.
Let's talk Adova, sir.
Okay, Adova. Okay. For Adova, you remember before now, I'm going to use a fundamental, and I've not done a technical analysis on Adova. Adova before now, that the kind of an acquisition they did, which you expect that is also robbed on their performance, on their numbers. But we want to expect that crude oil price is going up. If they adjust oil price, fuel price in Nigeria, it's going to rub on all of them that into market. For that, I say if you are entering that position, think long and medium. You might not make money on the short term, but on medium and long term, you make money. If any adjustment is done in price between now and end of the year, they're going to benefit from it. I mean, at the end of 2021 financial year, most of the company in that sector will produce the better numbers that support their payout. And if their payout is high, investors will be attracted to their stocks. That will move the price up, going to the end of the year and early next year. For me, it's a stock also to watch. If you are there, put your position in Adova. Yeah.
Hello, Ambrose.
Yes, sir.
Afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon, sir.
Yeah. Please, can you give us 3 or 4 stocks that is likely to give us a capital appreciation of 20% between now and November, so that we can make a trial?
What you do?
Because you are the analyst. This man is smart.
Ambrose.
Yes, sir.
Hello, Ambrose.
Don't laugh it over. I'm serious.
What he has asked is a very valid question. Okay. Because inflation is around 17.01%.
Yes.
Looking at the prices of food commodity in the market, yes, the way the thing is that the way it is going up.
Yes.
So you already have an answer to this question, Ambrose. You just joined the master's class.
Hello.
Yes, so you have answered the question already.
Mr. Omordion.
Yes, sir.
My brother,
please let me answer that question.
Okay.
Please do.
Let me answer that question.
Okay, sir.
Please do.
We are going to give you 5 stocks that you are going to make more than 22%.
More than 25%.
Yeah, more than 22%. Come on Saturday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Yes, thank you, sir. Yes, sir.
Great, that's all right. I keep my fingers crossed.
Yes, sir.
So, what is you register for the master's class 4? Register for the master class 4.
Yes, so
if you are hearing me, I can still persuade my friends in to give you the early bird discount at 45,000 naira. That is if you are a member of this group today.
I am the foundation member.
We are the foundation members. Let it be
okay.
Smart guy.
Don't jump the gun.
It's original.
So that means you have registered for the master's class, right?
Register for the master's class.
Register for the master's class. And you
Okay,
smile at the
no
end.
trouble.
Register.
Hello.
I hope I have answered your question very well.
Yes, so
Yes.
let me add to it. Sir.
You have not answered well. You only answered.
Ambrose, for the benefit of those that are not going to have ability to attend the master class.
It is online. You don't need your physical presence. It's online.
And if you are not able to attend,
Our fellow students.
if you are not able to attend the master class because you are very busy, just wait for the master class and we will send you the details of all that transpired.
Yes.
Many people are petty traders. Now everybody is not like you. You understand? There are people in the villages, there are people who are teachers. They have not really made money in capital market.
Some people need scholarship.
Okay. Hello. Just to make
Hello, let me answer your question. It is pay as you go. MTN.
We don't answer.
You have no answer at all.
Don't do Ijebu.
Allow our Bruce.
Maybe okay.
Let me answer the question.
Come next week.
Let me answer the question. It's very simple. You know, like I always tell people that when you are investing, there are two things. Anywhere you attend lectures in the world, I have traveled outside to attend lectures on capital market. At the end of the day, what matters is that how do you pick your stocks? And those stock pick is what make money. Yes, you might get all the knowledge, but if you don't know how to pick stocks, it's a problem. And we have done this master class successfully for 3 consecutive quarters. And we have beat inflation for that 3 quarters. For the last master class, as at on Friday, our average return for the portfolio is 42.9. Inflation is just 17. That means we have doubled inflation. If you really want to make that kind of money, whether you are investing 50,000 naira in the market, and if you are investing 100,000 in the market, you need to create that money so that you can make more money. If you are 10 and you turn your 100,000 naira 5 times, it's better than keeping it. You are not trying at all. It's better you are 10, get the stock and invest that 100,000 naira wisely, and it becomes 200,000 for you. That is what our advice. Don't say the amount you are investing is small. Try and be there.
Bruce.
Okay. Thank you, the son of Omordion.
For reduction. Give us any money back. Opportunity. Yeah.
Okay.
Give us any money back.
Okay. Give discount so they can come in.
Discount.
Yeah, give discount.
Accommodate us.
Oh no, the early bird closed on the 20th. Closed on the 20th.
For my foundation members, like the man said, foundation members.
For us, like now.
For foundation members, you will still pay 45 just because you are a foundation member.
40K for foundation members.
45 for foundation member. Early bird is.
I'll go and pay now.
We don't pay 45 for a beg.
What of early hunters?
Early bird is 45. Then foundation members should pay 45. Yes, sir.
And early hunters is what?
Early hunters pay 50K. Thank you very much. Let's take the stocks for the week so that we can round up. Then our meeting will not hold next Saturday because we'll be having our master class. That means between now and Friday, they try to register and join the master class so that 5 stocks, I'll tell you, all those 5 stocks, when I see them laughing, already before the end of October, you also be smiling to bank if you take action.
Amen.
One thing again is that people attend training, you don't take action. Before you are there, make sure you take action at the end of the day so that you can smile. Many people are, all my training that I've seen after that, I will buy tomorrow. I didn't buy again, the price is up, I'll be smiling. When you leave the training, you didn't buy, then like you are telling me, and that one doesn't make sense. You need to take action immediately afterward the training so that you can smile to the bank as others have been smiling before now. I want you to be there, and I'll open door for now. For those that are in this class, I can still give you that early bird reward for 45T on Wednesday, please. Wednesday, once is Wednesday, we'll take it again. For those that are in this class, I will allow you Wednesday. Yeah.
Hello, God bless you. God bless you.
Can I suggest something?
Okay.
I would suggest that while we approach the masterclass date, people should put funds together. That as soon as after the masterclass, you just go and buy and wait for the price to go up.
Yes.
Like what Ambrose is saying, most people miss out because by the time you attend the masterclass, you are not prepared financially as in terms of fund. So when these things come, you see them, but you do not participate. So that's just the thing. So put your money together. As soon as that thing comes like this, you invest huge money into it. So that at the end of the day, you smile. And that's the strategy towards taking advantage of the information in the masterclass. Thank you very much.
That's
so we did do. Thank you, Mr. Ambrose.
Thank you very much.
Yes. I will WhatsApp you privately.
Okay. Our stock.
I will WhatsApp you privately too.
Okay, sir.
Ambrose should not add the number I sent to you.
No, they've called the person. The person is not WhatsApp, but we have called him. They will do that, sir. My person have called him already.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Yeah. Okay. Before we round up the session, stock to buy for this week. We need to take position. Stock to buy because any seasons around the corner, and we expect that numbers will change the face of many stocks. For that, we take advantage of those stocks now and start positioning ahead of them. No, for this week, we're looking at UBA. If you are not UBA, go and take your UBA. If you are there, buy more. Buy more. Yeah. UBA is a stock. Then livestock is reappearing now again. Take livestock again in your portfolio. Livestock feed. Yeah. Livestock feed.
Maybe also.
Then the pullback in Presco makes it attractive for us. Buy Presco. These are the three stocks for the week. Two agricultural stock, UBA, livestock, and Presco. Presco pulled back last week. It lost just 5% on Friday. And I see that it will rebound heavily from next week, especially when there's not hit the market in October. You have to take advantage of that price now and position now. Presco, livestock, and UBA is the stock pick for this week. Look at these stocks and position in them. Yeah.
Ambrose, did you see the forecast, the Presco full year forecast of 14 Naira?
44 years now. Yes, I've seen it. Yeah.
Okay. So what do you say about it?
Even though they're going to surpass itself, they're surpassing it. I've seen the forecast. They're going to surpass that figure. Yeah.
Okay. Because as at half year they were 10 Naira.
Exactly. They're going to surpass it. Yeah. Okay.
Will Presco pay good dividend? Even if they earn 14 Naira, will they pay good dividend? That's what is holding their price.
No, they can change. They can change. Dividend policy can change at any time. It is when you have a better earnings that you can pay better dividend. But when you are managing your earnings, you don't pay dividends so that you can see what to fall back. But if they are making good dividend, they can pay good dividend. Good earnings, they can pay good dividend. Yeah. Yes.
Well, we saw it in access. We saw it in access.
Yeah. Yeah. We look forward to see you all in the master class. Before we round up, let a Christian brother pray for us. A Muslim brother pray at the opening of the class. Let a Christian brother round up the class for us. I appreciate you all. I look forward to see you all in the next master class. And after that, and our meeting in the last quarter of the year, we'll now be planning how to make money and also ahead of 2022. Thank you all and God bless you. Let somebody pray for us, please. Yeah.
God bless you. Hello, no, how are you?
Very fine, sir.
You're in the house now?
Fine, sir. Let somebody pray for us. Yeah.
Okay.
Let somebody pray for us, please.
In Jesus' name.
Amen.
Father, we thank you for this opportunity once again to learn from your feet. Father, will declare that we shall not just be hearers of the word, but we also take action and be profitable to us in the name of Jesus. And Father, the instrument you have used, Ambrose, we ask that it will never go dry in Jesus' name. Let it be a profitable week for us, and let us take the desired action. And we shall come testifying after the master class that indeed it has been a blessing to us. And so shall it be in Jesus' name.
Amen.
Amen.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate you all. Yeah,
Thank you, Mr. Ambrose.
Thank you, sir. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Sir.
Thank
I'll
you.
see you on Saturday.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Ambrose.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Yeah.
Ambrose, add my friend, though.
I will do that, sir. No worry.
He's hearing you. He's here because I forwarded to him.
Okay, sir. Okay. My guy called me yesterday. He said it's not on the WhatsApp. He had tried to add. It's not online. And I had to call him.
Okay.
He spoke yesterday. He spoke yesterday. Okay, sir. Yeah.
Okay. Mr.
Ambrose.
Yes, sir.
Good
I will
afternoon.
introduce somebody to you.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, I will introduce somebody to you.
Okay, sir. Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you all. Thank you all. I appreciate you, sir. Enjoy your weekend, sir. Enjoy your weekend, sir.
Have a great weekend, though.
You too, sir. Thank
God
you.
bless you.
Amen. You too, sir.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you, sir. Thank you all. Thank you all. Thank you all. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your weekend. Yeah.